Hello GFD families, grab yourself a cup of coffee, make yourself comfortable. I'm going to talk today about an update around attendance and punctuality and how important it is to ensuring your child has a fantastic education. In this coffee and conversation, I'm going to talk about what is attendance and punctuality, the importance of good attendance, some key reminders and how you can access some support and keep us updated about your child's attendance. So firstly, let's talk about what is attendance. Well, attendance is an expectation that children attend school every day. Your child will receive attendance marks in the morning, in the afternoon for their lessons, and this allows us to keep a close eye on how well your child is attending school. It's mandatory that your child attends school every day, as per the school's academic calendar. But what is punctuality? Well, punctuality is about being on time. It's about being in the right place at the right time, all the time, as we say to our students. So it's really important that your child is punctual to school, and our school gates open 7:30 each morning and they must be in tutor time by 7:45. We wouldn't want your child to miss out on any attendance by being late. So attendance and punctuality go hand in hand, and it's really important that your child is in the right place at the right time all of the time. So what is the impact of good attendance? Well, I'm going to talk to you about that in a moment. But I wanted to show you this visual about the importance of attending school every day. And having the odd day off here and there does have an overall impact. Our expectation is that your child attends school every day as per our school academic calendar. But as you can see by this graphic here, by having a week off, that will drop attendance down to 97%. The easy thing to remember is one day off is equivalent to 0.5% of missed attendance, and we recommend that students are in school at least 97% of the time each academic year. By having more than a week off school, attendance starts to drop into the 90% mark, and this is a really important thing to know about. So good attendance is really important, even if it means just making sure that your child is in school each and every day throughout a week. Now, why does attendance matter? For me, it is one of the most, if not the most important thing that schools focus on to ensure that your child is learning, is earning, is well, and is able to progress to their next stage in education. But I want to talk to you about the impact of good attendance on your child, and I want to start off by talking about learning. And there's lots and lots of research, lots done by the Department for Education in the UK around the importance of attendance given what happened to COVID. And we know that when children are in school, they learn more. But let's look at that in a little bit more detail. And research will tell us that when attendance is 95% or more in primary school, then children are 30% more likely to do well in their reading, writing and their maths. We see the impact of this more so in secondary. And when students' attendance is 95% or more in secondary school, then the chances are doubled of achieving grade 5s in English, maths and science. And a simple rule of thumb is, every time that your child's attendance drops by 10%, they are lessening their chances of achieving well. And each 10% is equivalent to around half a grade drop. So it is really important that your child is in school all the time to learn. Research also tells us that good attendance has a positive impact on earnings when your child is older. And a comparative analysis of 28-year-olds looked at those adults who had good school attendance versus those who didn't have good school attendance. And what we know is that by the age of 28, a child or an adult at that point could have missed out by nearly 50,000 dirhams difference in their earnings. So somebody who had attendance that was 95% plus will have earned on average around 50,000 dirhams more than somebody who had attendance below 95%. So that's a really important statistic for us to talk to our children about the importance of attendance. But it also has an impact on well-being. And we know that learning and a good career are important, but your child's well-being is really important to us. And we see that children who attend school more often have a greater well-being. We've seen it in our Upstrive data. But research again will also tell us that the more a child is in school, the greater their sense of belonging to community is, the more positive relationships they have and the happier they are. those children with lower attendance often run the risk of being isolated. So it really is important for the sense of well-being that children are in school. And there's been extensive research on the impact of a good education on mortality rates. And I'm sorry to bring this up, but actually if your child attends school more, they will live longer. So it's really important that your child is in school to look after their mental and physical well-being and to live longer. I mean, that is a huge thing to think about. And finally, it is important, and there's a note of caution, that your child attends school on a regular basis so that they can progress to the next stage in their education, whether they're moving from year 3 to 4 or 5 to 6. It's important that attendance is really high. So I can't stress enough the importance of good attendance on learning, earning, well-being and education. Now I just want to take the time to just give a couple of reminders around attendance. As I've said, school starts at 7:45. The doors are open before then, so your child can get here a little bit earlier. But when your child arrives to school after 7:45, they will receive a late mark. And a late mark will mean that they could be missing out on really important attendance. And also you can access our school website. If you just search for GEMS, Founder School Do By Yourself Academic Calendar, you'll be able to see our calendar dates, which are updated annually, so that you know which days your child needs to be in, and you can work maybe holidays around the school academy calendar. Now I often get asked this question about what's authorised attendance and what's unauthorised. And we know and recognise that children will be off from school for a whole raft of different reasons. And we follow closely the KTDA guidance on what we call authorised and unauthorised absence. Authorised absence is when we, the school, approve the absence in line with KHDA expectations. So for example, if your child has maybe got an upcoming surgery, or they've got a medical note for illness, or they've got an upcoming event that will really support their education, then we will often approve or authorise those absences, and they don't count negatively towards a child's absence. But there are also unauthorised absences, and these are reasons that schools are not able to authorise attendance absence for. These could be illness without proof of medical issues, and they could be to go to a party with the friends. These are unauthorised absences, and it's really important that you know the difference between the two. There are instances where we do authorise attendance, and there are also instances where we do not as well. And a whole list of them can be found on our attendance policy and also on the KTDA website. Now, what is really important with attendance is being informed, knowing where children are, knowing if they're absent, and knowing if they're in school. And if you need any support or help, you can reach out to us. We've got an academic support team, form tutors and homeroom teachers, as well as myself, Miss Lisa, Miss Chelsea, the principal and heads of Key Stage. And if your child has got any absence that is upcoming, maybe in the next month or the next week, I would advise you to reach out to the academic support team or to the homeroom or form tutor and just let us know about any upcoming absence, and we can advise whether it'll be authorised or unauthorised and support there. If it's an absence whereby you woke up one morning and your child is really unwell, please just email the school and let us know that your child will be absent from school, so we can maintain an accurate record and we can be assured that they are with somebody throughout the school day and they are safe. So being informed, keeping us informed is really, really important in terms of maximising attendance. So finally from me, I want to repeat, attendance matters. It matters because it helps our children to learn more, to earn more, to be well, and to progress to their next stage in their education. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen today. I hope you enjoyed your coffee, and please get in touch if you need any further advice or support. Thank you.